Gemini, and welcome to my channel. This is Scorpio Moon Tarot. Firstly, I'd like to say a massive thank you, especially to Gemini, because you guys have, you know, this is my second video on YouTube for the collective of horoscope readings, sun signs, star signs, Venus, rising, and since kind of joining YouTube with this channel 2 weeks ago, I've had nearly 7,000 views on the Gemini video, which is insane. But I'm also massively thankful that things have resonated with you guys, and it's obviously made an impact, because this is what I'm here for. I'm here to deliver you messages for your highest good. I know that you had a bit of a rocky month last month in August, so I'm hoping that September is going to be a little bit less crazy for you all. So please remember that this is a collective reading. This is for, you know, it's going to be quite specific. For some people, other things are just not going to make sense. So please do check your sun, moon, Venus and rising if you are a different sign, because perhaps some of the messages that I channel are going to be more specific to a different area of your chart, in your natal chart. So if you don't resonate with the messages initially, then it's not the reading for you. It's absolutely fine. There are a huge amount of amazing readers on YouTube, but fingers crossed I have a message for you. So please, if you are new to the channel, please do like and subscribe if this makes sense to you. I've already pre-shuffled the cards for you. And yeah, let's hope, Gemini, it's not as mental for September. Okay. Spirit, Archangels, Divine Universe, Ascended Masters, Ancestors, please use me as a clear channel for messages for Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus for September 2013. Please use me as a channel through the tarot cards for the greatest and highest good of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for September 2018. Thank you so much. Okay, Gemini, here we go. I'm feeling okay, actually. I think the last reading I did, I was quite digi and a bit skittish, because I felt I could feel the energy before I'd even done the reading. I'm feeling like things are feeling a little bit lighter right now, but we'll see. Okay, so main situation. One card, please, for the main situation for Gemini in September 2013. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What is the situation? Okay. Okay, so we got some waiting. We got some work, hard work going on here. Some of you waiting for an earth sign, waiting for an offer from an earth sign. Okay, what is the challenge? What is the challenge for Gemini in September 2018? What is the crossing energy here for Gemini? Energy here for Gemini. What is the challenge for Gemini? That is too many cards. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be here for 3 years if I start taking up all of those messages. Right, okay, so what is the crossing energy? One card, please, Spirit. What is the crossing energy for Gemini in 2018 September? The cards do not want to tell me. Why are you being so secretive, Gemini? What are you working on? What is the challenge here? Okay, so I did really want it to be really positive initially, but I do feel like there's yeah, something coming to an end, something needing to end. Past energy for Gemini in this situation. What is the past energy? One card, please. Okay, we have 4. See, I knew the cards wanted to talk. You are so talkative, Gemini. What is going on? Why do you do this to me? Okay. Right. I'm not even going to try and interpret this until all the cards are out. So if you don't want to watch this bit, yeah, we can timestamp the video to kind of come to the conclusion. But, whew, okay. Right. What is Gemini moving out of? Okay, so you're definitely ending a situation possibly an earth sign, possibly a fire sign here. What does Gemini want? What does Gemini want? You want to hold on though, Gemini. You're holding on to something that needs to end. What is the future energy here? What is the future energy here for Gemini in this situation? Well, a choice is going to be made, guys. There are two choices here, and it's going to be made regardless. I feel like some of you have not been making a decision about something here. Possibly two people, possibly just a situation. Could be a work situation, it could be a romantic situation. I'm not seeing a lot of cups energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not relationships. But give me a second. What is Gemini bringing to this situation? Whoa, Gemini, what are you doing to me? You want me here like for days. Right, Gemini. Okay. And what are the external factors in this situation? Is there anybody outside? Okay, yeah, relationships ending, some partnership disbanding here, someone going alone, wanting a new adventure, possibly a fire sign, but I feel this could be you, Gemini. What are you hoping for? What are you hoping for? You're hoping to kind of come out of this rejection here. Okay, what is the outcome here? Right, okay. Okay. And one more card, please, for the outcome. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Some of you definitely are it's a confusing read, Gemini. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to clarify some of these messages, because I feel like there's a lot of different stories going on here, and which is cool because it's a collective reading, but I just need to kind of get my head around what is going on. So I will timestamp this video because we're already 7 minutes in. Right. Why is there Four of Pentacles here? What is Gemini holding on to? What are you holding on to, Gemini? No. See, this has not happened for any other sign. No, see, too many cards, Gemini. Just one card, please, Spirit. Why is the Four of... What are you holding on to? What is the main thing that you're holding on to? You must be holding on to a lot here for it to keep giving me so many cards. Right. So some of you holding on to a Leo. Some of you are holding on to a situation, or if this is work related, a creative project. Some of you don't want to let go of something that is passionate. What is the Eight of Cups here for? One card, please. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Gemini? Eight of Cups, Gemini. Yeah, so the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Cups and the World. Something coming to completion, walking away from something that is not fulfilling and moving into something that is fulfilling. So I feel like some of you have come out of a situation what has caused grief. It could be a love relationship, it could just be a partnership, but there's definitely some sort of need to finalise things here. You're working on finalising a situation, because yes, there is, in the past there's some sort of grief, there's some upset, But there's also a bit of a wake-up call. And it could have been a wake-up call with a fire sign. You know, someone just not making a decision. So maybe for some of you, I'm feeling like this could be... It could be, you know, you want to move in with your partner and they didn't want to move in with you and they didn't make a decision, and, you know, you've realised that this is just not what you want. Maybe you wanted to move across continents, or you are just, you're still waiting for something, Gemini. I don't know what it is yet. But someone's definitely walking away here. This could be you or another person, in order to find fulfillment, because we have the World here, which is kind of emotional and completion. So what I'm feeling is that, you know, whether this is you or another person, if someone has walked out, it's because they've not felt that they're just missing something. It may not be that they don't love you. It's just more that they are unfulfilled in their own lives, and some people may be travelling away as well. So there may have been a situation where someone has moved away from you. Okay, so why is the Two of Wands here in the future? Two of Wands. Two of Wands, please. Why is the Two of Wands here? See, what is going on today? Your energy is crazy, Gemini. Seriously, your reading was the craziest last month, and now it's like even crazier. Okay. So I feel like someone's going to make a decision to let someone go, or I think for some of you, there's a situation where someone has to move. You know, if you've needed to move, you may have worked on something. This is just for some of you, not in love situations, but if some of you have been working on, you know, a project or a house, or finalising a deed on a property, I'm feeling like someone's going to make a decision and someone is going to have to move, and this is going to be it's going to cause quite a bit of anxiety. And I know that this is something that some of you are fearing, but I do feel that because we have the Victory card here in the outcome in the reverse and the Four of Wands, again, I feel like someone's not in this situation. So for those of you that are moving, or having to move, or have just moved, it may feel very disorienting right now. You may be having a hard time just feeling comfortable and getting settled in a situation, because I do see with the outcome here being the Victory in reverse, there is some sort of just not getting what you want, which may be that you want to stay at a certain place, or you want to stay in a certain place, or somebody wants to stay somewhere. But I do see, you know, a situation where if some of you are moving, there is some sort of happiness at the end of this. So if you were going through a situation where you were moving house, you've had to let go of something, you've not wanted to move, you've not wanted to make a decision here, but someone is making the decision for you. So maybe if you're renting an apartment, your landlord may be selling the property and you have to move out, which is very frustrating, and it's not what you want, it's actually what you're not hoping for, I feel. And it could be because a relationship is broken down in the external environment here, or you're living with someone that you're just not getting on with anymore. There's no balance or harmony in this situation. So it could be a friend, it could be a relationship. But I am picking up that this is for the best. And, you know, you're kind of taking it in your stride a little bit. it's caused you grief, and there is some form of needing to end this mental situation, or feeling like a victim. Someone may be feeling victimized right now in this situation because you feel like you've put so much work into this thing, and you really are holding on. There is an element of you really wanting to hold on to this, and it could be something to do with the creative situation. So maybe you're living in a house that you've spent a long time in, and you've really put the work in and made it really creative, so you don't want to let this go. But there's going to be some sort of decision for some of you being made with regards to just having to move out, whether this is because a relationship's ended or because a landlord is selling a property or something like this. This is what I'm getting. So why is the Two of Cups here in reverse? Yeah, so, okay, so there's definitely someone waiting for, just, what are they waiting for? They're waiting for something. I do get for some of you definitely that if someone's had to move away across to the other side of the world, this may have happened recently, and you know, it's caused some kind of deep dissatisfaction, and you're having a hard time, but you are working on it. You're working on the understanding that this has ended, or there is an ending to a chapter, but you are still kind of holding on. Maybe you wanting to travel to this person too, or hoping that you might get an opportunity to travel. But I do see that, you know, in this situation, this decision is that there's just going to not be, it's going to be an anxious wait for a decision. And I just feel that some of you are definitely not going to be able to make a move with this person that may be away from you. Why is the Page of Wands here? Oh, gosh. Why is the Page of Wands here for Gemini, please? So, yeah, Four of Rods. Again, moving. I'm seeing, like, or somebody coming back. You are, I feel like this is you wanting to take on a new adventure. So, there is an element here. So, this could be you having to move away to another country, to another place, or with this energy in where you're at, you're seeing this as a new adventure, this new situation. And I do feel, even though it's really difficult right now for you, there is some difficulty here. I just feel that in all, your wishes are going to come true, because we have the wish card at the very end, and I'm just going to clarify. Actually, I'm not going to clarify. I'm just going to get some more messages for you here, because, yeah, I feel for some of you, from a love situation, there is some form of rejection, and you are really not wanting this rejection to happen. But I do feel that it's someone else's decision, and I feel like it's because they have to move away. And you're kind of like, you're wanting to get some good news regarding this move. Someone moving at a distance from you. You are holding on, possibly to a fire sign. I'm seeing fire quite a lot in the reading, actually, so this could be very significant for people that are dealing with a fire sign. Yeah, there's some sort of conflict here, and yeah, I do feel for some of you that's with a fire sign. There's just some battle going on. What else do we have for Gemini? What advice? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may need to really work quite hard, or take up a new skill set for something. I do feel with the Knight of Pentacles, because we do have it at the base of your reading, this is telling you to stay steady, stay grounded, stay patient, don't lose your head, and work on your financial situation. So for those of you dealing with a monetary situation here with regards to having to move, you've just got to keep working hard, even though it's like there just seems to be obstacles for you right now. Any more messages of advice for Gemini? Yeah, okay, so we have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords. So for those of you dealing with an air sign, you really need to make a decision, because some deception here, this could be you, because obviously you are air, but there is something that needs to just be made clear, because right now someone is not making a decision. If this is you, I feel like you're deceiving yourself by not making a decision. You are just deciding not to look at the bigger picture. Yes, you are working really hard on something here, and you are looking to definitely it's a situation that's caused some sort of grief, some sort of possible depression with you. Again, with possibly a fire sign. But what this is telling me is that you really need to work on yourself and stop deceiving yourself in this situation. So if you're dealing with a situation where someone has moved away, you just have to accept that that is the way it is, and it's had to happen for whatever reason. You are still holding on, and you're holding on for some good news about possibly moving with this person. But I feel that a decision's going to be made where this move is not happening for some of you, or you're having to move and it's really what you're fearing. Why is the Five of Pentacles in reverse here in Hopes and Fears for Gemini? Yeah, so some of you, are being fearful of rejection from a water sign. Or some of you are just questioning, like, if you have to move, how is this going to affect you emotionally on a stable level? I feel like, you know, on an intuitive level, you can deal with this. You do have the emotional balance, I'm feeling, to deal with this situation, but you are fearing how it's going to affect your mental state and your emotional state, having to move away or having this decision made where you have to move or something has to end. So that's what I'm getting for you, Gemini. I feel it's quite a confusing month for some of you, for sure. So yeah, if you are dealing with fire, you need to work on yourself. You need to, if there's arguments or bickering, that, like, just keep moving forward, but do it slowly, because this is a process. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. It's a little bit scatty today, but I'm sure that will make sense for some people. I'm definitely sure that this is going to make sense for a few people here. But thank you so very much for joining me, and please do like and subscribe if this made sense for you and you'd like to see further readings. If you'd like a private reading, you can also email me with the link below, and all my prices are down at the bottom. Yeah, I hope, again, I will say this, I hope things get better for you, Gemini. I don't know why you're having such a tough time right now. A lot of you are, and, you know, obviously I would like to be one of these readings that can just give you positive energy about everything, but actually when the cards tell you that certain situations are on the horizon, then it's like you need to understand that these messages are for your higher good. So, you know, with the outcome and the advice here, it's telling you you need to kind of work keep working. So just keep on track, and please do look after yourselves. And I will see you hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I may be doing some like love readings in the next couple of weeks, just general love readings, soulmate connection things. But if not, I will be back in October with your October messages, and fingers crossed things are lighter for you, Gemini. Sending you lots of love and light. Bye bye.